everything the team went through to sort of keep you financially. I know they did all kinds of crazy salary cap stuff. What did it mean to you to know that you're going to be in a place, for another season?
Well, I mean, it means a lot to me. It's my first time returning to a team since my second or third year in the NBA. So it means a lot. It means a heck of a lot to me that our team wanted me back, and obviously Andy did some amazing things to be able to fit everything in. And at the end of the year, Pat told me, he said, I want to get better, and I want to, but I want to get better with you. So that made me feel like, he was going to do. Obviously, we had to do to get our team to be better, which I feel like he did. And at the same time, I was able to stay on board. So I'm ecstatic about that. And I know, we're all hungry this season, and we've got a lot to prove.
Wayne, it was touch and go. I mean, we didn't know who was from the start, from the time they started talking to Gordon all the way to the end there. How were you during that, say, 10-day, that week period or something? Were you, did you have any feeling? Was it going good one way or the other? Were your emotions up and down?
I mean, I was just patient, just relaxed, honestly, because I knew at the end of the day that, I listened to what Pat told me, and I had faith in that, and at the same time, man, I'm a guy that's been in so many different situations and so many different, I've been on a lot of teams so far that I knew that the outcome was going to be good no matter what it is. I'm grateful for the situation and the opportunity that I'm given right now. So, like I said, man, I'm just ecstatic for the season to get started now.
Was it a unique situation because you didn't know what was going to happen, but you weren't a free agent yet? Was it kind of different just watching everything unfold?
It was different. Usually, when you're a free agent, you know that you're free and anything can happen. My fate kind of was in the team's hands, and like I said, everybody expressed to me how important I was to our team and that they wanted me back. So it's kind of just a waiting game at the end of the day, but. Like I said, man, I'm just ecstatic to be here, and I'm happy that I can, be back with my brothers, and we can continue with where we left off at.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen on Twitter, Dwyane Wade has been kind of going after Dwyane Wade to try to get him back here. Your thoughts on that?
I think that's just Dwyane being Dwyane. Obviously, D Wade is a legend and somebody that we'd all love to be around and learn from. So I think that's the approach he's taking on that. So, I mean, of course, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't we want D Wade to be on our team?
How important is it for you to be here for the community and interact with these kids?
Oh man, well the youth is number one for me, and it's always been like that. It's even more like that now that I have my own son. Just to see these kids out here. In the summertime, they're out here having a good time playing basketball. A game that's done so much for me in my life and what I love to do. So these kids out here learning every day. So if I can be a part of that, come out and help put a smile on their face and help them enjoy their camp, this is where I want to be.
At the end of the season, so many guys were saying how you wanted this group to come back and hold to prove that the second half of the year was who you are. Basically, you got that, maybe one or two guys. What does that mean to you guys, and how much better do you see the start of the season? Coming into training camp, having knowing each other, what would that mean?
Oh man, well, I think last year was that year. I kind of compare it to one of those cars. Those cars when you're a kid that go back and then you got to go forward. You go backwards in order to go forward first. I kind of compare like last year to that. We kind of had to go backwards and learn each other and figure it out. And towards the end of the year, we were all the way back. The car was all the way back, ready to go forward. I think right now, we're ready to just go forward. So, we're all anxious, man. We know, the work that we put in, and we know that the work we're continuing to put in this off season. So, we're ready, man. We're ready to show that last season, the second half was what we are and who we are, and we can have some great success.
What are your experiences with your newest team? Your one new teammate anyway that played in the NBA. Kelly, a lot of guys have had experiences with him. He's that chippy type of player. What about you?
Which fits in perfectly, right? Fits in perfectly with us. I feel like he's a guy that's going to be a big trigger for us. He's a guy that he's a smart player. He's a strong defender. He's a guy that can handle the ball a little bit, make some great decisions with it. He can shoot it, obviously. I think he fits in perfectly with where we're headed and what we're trying to do.
Kind of.
Last one, guys.
Did you have a backup plan? Did you even get to that far?
Nah, I never got that far. Never got that far where I needed to have anything back up. So, like I said, speaking to my agent throughout the whole process, speaking to everybody that's here on the staff, my teammates, I felt very confident throughout the whole process, man. They all made sure that being able to come back here and be with my brothers. We built a bond that we can't really, we're friends, man. We're not just teammates. We're actually really friends, and we really enjoy each other. So to be able to come back here and now like you said, I have a family now. I got my son, and stability is huge. It's something that you don't get a lot of in this business. So for the Heat to bring me back and, like I said, be a part of this thing with my brothers again and pick up where he left off is what I'm most excited about.
And as much as you were kind of like on, I guess, pins and needles waiting to see what your situation was, were you as interested in keeping up as close to see what JJ and Dwyane? I mean, because again, the Korea group, they were a big part of it. Were you just as much watching that?
No question. I was watching everything. I was talking to those guys too. I was talking to James, spoke to Dwyane a little bit. Everybody had great feelings about coming back before free agency even started. So everybody knew where they wanted to be at. Like I said, I'm not the only guy that feels like this about our team and about this organization. So everybody's excited, man. Like I said, everybody's here. Everybody wants to be here, and everybody's really putting in a lot of work this summer so we can show and prove this season coming up.
You personally obviously have been putting in a lot of work, staying active in the offseason. Do you cut even more weight, more body fat this offseason?
A little bit more weight. I think last season I played at more like 200. I always went between 200 and 205. This year I want to start the season about like 195. Just to see how I feel, man. I think it's going to help me even more. So I'm very motivated, man. Very motivated, and I'm excited. I'm excited to have a great season.
When you heard that the Josh trade went through, when the McRoberts trade went through with Dallas, is that the moment where you said, yeah, I guess?
Just seeing, obviously I've been in the league for a little while now. I know how everything works, so just seeing that, that money kind of matches, it made me feel, like, that move is being done for a certain reason, But still, at the end of the day, you still never know. So I'm just thankful, man, and I feel very grateful and blessed to be able to be in this situation.
Who called you, or did they call your agent?
Well, my agent reached out to me first. He wanted to be the first to break the news. That was on his line. I'm like, hey man, got any news for me? What's going on? But no, he wanted to break the news to me first, and then right after that, Coach O, who I work with all the time, that's like another father to me. He's always, we're always working together. He texted me, and then shortly after that, I spoke to Spo, and then that's when I knew everything was official. But it was a great feeling, man. I keep saying it, but I really mean it, man. I'm ecstatic, and I'm just thankful to be back with my guys.
You're out there with until like 30 minutes left on the clock before games, it seems like. I mean, they get you off the floor until you start warm-ups, basically.
Yeah.
Have you always been that guy, or is that something just you and O started, that particular routine?
Well, I've always had like a very strict routine before games. I just kind of enhanced it this past season. Just added some more things more shots, more things that I'll see in the game. So it's been great for me, man. Like I said, I've taken a step forward since I've become a Heat player, and I feel like I have a lot more steps to go, and I feel like it's going to continue to get better and better.
You look at what's going on around the East. Obviously, Boston made some changes. Cleveland made some front office changes. Some teams they stepped forward. Some teams I think took huge steps back.
Yeah.
Where do you see you guys being in the mix as this team's currently constructed anyway?
Where do I see us being in the mix?
Yeah.
Man, I feel like we can beat anybody. And that's our mindset. And that's our swag. We can beat anybody. I see us at the top of the East. regardless of who's in the East. And I feel like if, the way we've been working and where we left off at, what we showed that we were capable of. We start the season the right way and we're on the same page like I know we're capable of, man, the sky's the limit for our group.
You've been on a lot of, you've been on a lot of teams. What made that Miami so special last season and looking forward to this season, bringing everybody back?
Well, I felt like we grew a bond together that, you don't really see much in the NBA. A lot of guys that truly, really care about each other, not just on the court, but off the court. Our families hang out, our wives, our girlfriends, our kids play. We have a bond, and we're all around the same age, and we're all, going through the same things as men, in life. So, we kind of, like I said, we kind of built a bond, man. It's not just about basketball, so it makes us even better on the floor.